Hi there. In a world where nothing is certain, that means anything is possible, right? If you want to fulfill your dreams and desires, you are in the right place. You absolutely can have a life of happiness. Everyone deserves an abundance of love, laughter, success, health, and wealth. I'm Tara Chadzakis, and you're listening to the Happy, Inspired, Motivated podcast. The show that brings you meditation, mindset, and motivation. So start by giving yourself permission to be awesome. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hi, and welcome to this episode of Happy, Inspired, Motivated. Now, money is not something that we like to talk about because there's always a kind of stigma around money. We don't want to talk about making too much money. We don't want to talk about not making enough money. It's embarrassing. And people tend to shy away from the topic of money in general. And that's mainly because we all have a huge money story. And it's a story that's formed in our teens. So we start to create beliefs about the world around us when we're children, and we see our parents or our friends, family, neighbors, so the society we live in, we see how they react to life, and that forms certain beliefs that we take into our adulthood. And when we're in our late teens, sort of the time when we've finished school, we're moving on to maybe university or getting our first job, that's when we start to form more concrete beliefs around money. Because up until then, even if your parents were struggling to pay for things, you didn't really notice them as much because you were younger, and money was never really something that took up a lot of time in your mind, because either you were provided for or you weren't, and you never really questioned it. But when you start to make your own money, or you have to start to provide for yourself, that's when you start to form certain money beliefs, money stories. And a lot of us find that time, sort of 16 to 20, is a period when we notice that we don't have money because if we're working part-time, we're going through university or college, and we start to notice around us the things that we can or can't do because of money. And that creates the money story that we have. And we take it forward as we're growing older and we start to get our own home maybe, or start a family, whatever it is we're doing, money becomes quite an important aspect of our life. So when we have money stories, as I said, they're usually around the belief that making money is hard, or you have to work hard for your money, or you have to struggle to make ends meet. And that can dictate how well you do in your business. It's one of the reasons that a lot of people fail in business, because they've got that money mindset, and holding on to those beliefs means that even if you have money in your business, even if money is coming in, you can sometimes believe that you have to work really hard to get that money. So if you're not working hard enough, or you don't think that you're working hard enough, you put more hours in, sometimes for the sake of it, not because you need to do it any more in your business, but you believe that if you're earning money, you have to work extra hard. Or if you believe that money doesn't hang around for very long, it could be a situation where you have a really good month in your business, and then all of a sudden the bills start coming in. You need a new battery for your car, you need new tires, there's a leak in the roof, the shower breaks, all sorts of things happen so that you don't hold on to that money because you don't feel worthy of keeping that money. And I had a big money belief about savings. I didn't feel that I was worthy for savings, to have money in my bank and be secure. And that meant that every time I had money, I would get rid of it as fast as I could. You see people who win the lottery, and within a few years they're back to where they were to start with, because they don't feel comfortable holding on to it on a subconscious level. Even though they don't realize that they're doing it, they're getting rid of it because they don't feel that they should have that amount of money. And money is something that is basically energy, but we often fear it. So when we're going through our working lives, we're not frightened of money as in, oh my God, that scares me. But we get frightened of it because we have a fear of it not coming. We have a fear of it not being enough. We have a fear of it leaving quickly. We have a constant fear of money, and having that fear energy towards money is also another reason that it stops the flow of it coming to you. So you get trained into a mindset of scarcity, there's not enough clients, there's not enough money. But quite literally, if every single person in the world had millions of pounds or dollars, there would still be a lot of money out there. So there is plenty of money to go around. We just don't often see it, and we don't attract it because we're frightened of money. And you can't attract money, something that you're afraid of, because you're not in the right vibrational energy. In my coaching with clients, I can see the ones that are frightened of money and the ones who aren't. And the ones who are frightened of money tend to, as I say, block it from coming to them. And we have to work on overcoming that old money story and creating a new one. Now, if you're starting up in business, or maybe your business isn't going too well at the moment and money's not flying through the door, you might look around and say, well, Tara, that's great. But, if I was working with you and you asked me to change my money story, I couldn't do that because I don't see physical evidence of money coming in. And it can be quite hard to envision yourself as a wealthy millionaire or whatever if you look at your bank balance and it says zero. I appreciate that. And I know that sometimes not all of us can conjure up the imagination that we need to visualize that outcome. But there is a way that you can start to shift your money story. And that's by documenting your manifested money. Now, when I say manifested money, I don't mean your income. I don't mean what you have coming in from your salary or the monthly money that you get every single month. What I mean by manifested money is money that comes to you in unexpected ways. And it doesn't have to be hard cash either. It can be things that come to you that have a monetary value. And you don't realize that if you hadn't had this, you would have had to pay for this. So it is in effect manifested money. It's money that's come to you, or a value that has a money worth that's come to you. So you can start by taking a look back at the past few weeks, the past month, and you can use this going forward as well. And try and document something every day. You could use it as a spreadsheet, however you want to use it, but looking at manifested money that's come to you. And by using this technique, you're opening your mind to the possibilities of more money coming to you. You're allowing yourself to believe that there is an abundance of money in the world instead of a scarcity and a lack. And changing that energy and changing that thought belief changes your money story, which allows you to attract more money into your life. So in my coaching program that opens up again on the 29th of September, what my clients are going to be doing with their manifested money is keeping a track of it on, as I say, looking back at the past few weeks or the past month, and keeping a daily track of it as well, because you can always find somewhere that money has manifested to you. So what are some of the things that you can class as manifested money? It can be things such as vouchers for the supermarket, or buy one, get one free. It can be discount codes. It can be unexpected clients that come your way. It could be somebody pays for coffee for you or buys you dinner. It could be money that you find in an old wallet that you see, or a coat that you get out of your wardrobe and you find £10 in it. It could be money from the street, money that you find in your sofa. Maybe you've got a wallet tucked away somewhere with currency from your last holiday that you went on. These are all different ways that money is available to you, but without you realizing and giving thanks for it. So go back through and think about all the times in the past month, for example, that somebody's paid for your coffee for you. Somebody's bought you dinner. Somebody gave you some flowers or a gift. Maybe you've had a free training or a webinar. Perhaps you've downloaded a free checklist or a free ebook. All of these things, even though they're free to you, have a monetary value. For example, on my website, I have the free visibility and clarity checklist. That took time for me to create. I could sell that, and that would have a monetary value for me, but giving it to you for free is manifested money in your pocket. So it's not necessarily money that you see. It's something that benefits you. That means you don't have to spend the money that you have. And that is a form of manifested money. And by keeping track of all this, as I said, you're going to open your mindset. You're going to expand your mind to the infinite possibilities and the infinite amount of money that's available, and also give thanks for all of these things. So every time somebody gifts you with a coffee or treats you to a chocolate bar, giving thanks for the monetary value of that, as well as the gift that you've received. Going to the supermarkets, going to Sainsbury's and using your Nectar card and paying for it, or using your Boots Advantage card and buying some makeup and not paying for it. That is all manifested money. Even though you're not considering it to be money, it has a monetary value and it's being gifted to you. In the past 6 months, looking at the manifested money that I have made, I have manifested £55,000 in manifested money through some form or another. It could be a tax rebate that you get. Maybe you got a government grant from COVID, your child benefit that you get every month, or working tax credit if you have some help from the government. All of these things contribute to your manifested money. Maybe you have a reduction on your council tax, or if you're a single person, you get single person's allowance for paying for your water, which is a discount. That is all a form of manifested money because it's saving you money and it's helping you acquire things without actually you having to pay for it. Now, I find this really, really helpful, and I recommend this to my clients to work through and to open up that old money story and to realize that, even if you've only earned 20, 30,000 pounds in the year, your manifested money could easily be double that. So try this exercise, see what kind of figures you come up with for manifested money in your life. Everything that comes to you, doing your Domino's order and getting buy one, get one free, you're saving the price of the second one. So that is manifested money. So keep a track of it all. Let me know how you get on. If you have any questions, just hit me up on Instagram. My handle's @TaraChatzakis. If you want to look into this a little bit deeper, as I said, my coaching program opens on the 29th of September. There is an early bird special up until the 15th, and you're welcome to get in on that. Just get in contact. But just trying this and see how it works for you and see how it opens up your mind to the possibilities of more money being out there, and see what kind of money you manifest in the physical form and also in this manifested money form as well. And let's not make money a taboo subject. Let's talk about it openly and freely and not feel embarrassed to discuss how much we need money and how much it means to us, because money is a really important part of our lives, and not talking about it and feeling embarrassed to talk about it is just keeping the fear of money alive. And we need to get rid of the fear, because money loves you, and you need to love money back, because having that fear is keeping it away from you. So I hope you found that helpful. Feel free to pass this episode on to anybody who you feel has a money story and could do with a little help to get through it and start attracting more abundance into their life. Sending you lots of love and blessings, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for listening to the Happy, Inspired, Motivated podcast. I'll be back next week bringing more meditation, mindset, and motivation for your happy and successful life. To find out more about our community, go to tarachatzakis.com/happy, inspired, motivated.